Okay, so let's get this straight. I'm a huge nerd. My top 3 favorite superheroes in no specific order are Spider-Man, Wolverine, and of course, Batman. When talking about Batman, I'm sure you're thinking of the movies, comics, and McDonald's toys. While these are all good things, what I want to talk about is the Batman series. Now you say, Uncle Sam, really? Of course, we got Batman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, but where the Batman? I know 'em all. You see, but my dear naive Papa, baby, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Batman the Brave and the Bold. The show came out in 2008, so as a young kid I was mad into that shit. Younger me was all like,
Yo, this is pretty cool. Maybe after Mushi Monsters I'll watch the episode.
but overall it seems to have high reviews. IMDb gives it a 7.2 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 96%, and TV.com, who I don't know anything about, says it's a 6.7, which shows me that they suck as reviews because this show was awesome. Just as a disclaimer, this video is just my opinion, obviously, and if you feel different about the show, that's perfectly fine. But in this video, I'll talk about why I enjoy the show just so damn much. In the early years, we were only graced with Bruce Timm's beautiful Batman the Animated Series. Now, Bruce Timm's Batman the Animated Series was much more dark and centered around being more, serious, which is great, don't get me wrong. However, Batman the Brave and the Bold took a completely different approach. Okay, here Batman was always, well, almost always, with a companion. The show aimed to give Batman a much more approachable and friendly look, or more, well, let's just say campy appeal. Now, the word campy means, well, refers to intentionally exaggerated thematic or genre elements, especially in television motion picture mediums. Camp style willfully overemphasizes certain elements of the genre. Okay, now that's a whole lot of jargon, which is just a bunch of fancy words for making something way too extra when it comes to the theme. Ultimately, however, I have to say that the show handles quite well, especially since I watched it in 2020, and I must say it still holds up. Well, to an extent. We'll get to that at a later stage. The aspect of Batman going on missions with Aquaman, Blue Beetle, and even Superman was a huge reason for my excitement this show brought me. The endings always had that classic superheroes doing good things vibe to it. When it comes to favorite episodes, I really have 3. Return of the Fearsome Fangs, Battle of the Superheroes, and Shadow of the Bat. Okay, now Return of the Fearsome Fangs is just too badass. We find a backstory of Bruce meeting his martial arts master and peers. We also have a full getting the band back together segment with Bronze Tiger and a showdown with other peers. Overall, a fun classic kung fu flick. Okay, now this was Gucci, my boy. Now imagine Batman v Superman, but good. That is exactly what Battle of the Superheroes is, okay? The episode has a classic twist in it, with the villain obviously being Lex Luthor, and no, not Jesse Eisenberg. In the end, there's Batman in a mech suit, and he fights Superman. Can 7-year-old me ask for anything else? Lastly, we have Shadow of the Bat, which really is just a fun episode where Batman is a vampire. It's goofy, hammed up, and really I wouldn't have it any other way.
Nice.
You see, this show gained a lot of its charm from the grand stories it's told, and that is why I felt like season 1 and 2 are so damn good. But season 3 seems to have dipped in quality, not really in animation, but rather in story. To me, it seemed like the team working on the show didn't really have anything else to write, and so poor season 3 had boring and quite uninteresting stories with very obscure villains. So in summary, I really like the show. It heavily influenced my love for comics and the genre. I just feel like season 3 was lacking a bit in the story department. But anyway, that's all I really have to say about the show. This was just me ranting and raving about what I liked and didn't like, not really an in-depth analysis. But anyway, that's really all I have to say about the show. If you enjoyed the video and look forward to more contents where I do this kind of stuff, please comment down below and tell me what show you want me to talk about, and also subscribe. That's pretty cool. A huge thanks to Kuro Hawk for editing this video, and go check him and myself on Twitter and Instagram down in the description. Stay safe and see ya.